So, I just finished the heart attack episode of Seinfeld, and I like this episode. It was another really, wacky episode. So, what happened was that George thought he had a heart attack or something in the diner, and so they go to the hospital. And they tell him he didn't have a heart attack. But the thing is, his tonsils need to be removed, because tonsils apparently can grow back. I did not know that. So Kramer comes in and he's like, oh man. Kramer's like, oh man, these hospitals, man, like, they'll totally rip you, But my friend Bob Sacamano, I think that was one of my favorite funny parts. Kramer talks about his friend Bob Sacamano, which I think actually might be the first mention of Bob Sacamano in Seinfeld this episode. I'm not sure. Either way, I think I ought to refer to these false stories to my friends and be like, oh, my one friend Bob Sacamano, just in real life, just to mess with people. But to go on with Kramer's antecedent, Kramer goes, yeah, my friend Bob Sacamano came in here for a hernia. It was a routine procedure. And now he sits by the window saying, my name's Bob! So, that was a very funny moment. Of course, Michael Richards delivers it a lot better than I do, because I'm not Michael Richards, and I'm pretty sure my Kramer's horrible. I can't do a Kramer impression. But he convinces George to go visit this holistic healer that he knows, who is in jail, but has since been released, much to the laugh track's pleasure. Which I think, they're using holistic in the incorrect meaning. Or maybe I just learned it only one way and it has multiple meanings. I learned it from the anthropological way, but that's important. So, the healer does this thing and it turns George's skin purple. And they have to go back to the hospital. That's kind of the conclusion. Side plot was the doctor that tended to George. Elaine went out on a date with him. And he talked about the tongue, and that was really unromantic. And she did not see him for a second date. Like I said, I really liked this episode because it was just very wacky. I guess. I think between this and the statue episode, I don't want to say Kramer. They're not Kramer focused, but I think a lot of Kramer kind of puts the event puts the events in motion. The other characters, George, Jerry, Elaine, they kind of they have their part in it, they help it, but the main force of it was kind of Kramer. Or what made this episode really good was Kramer's input and kind of going into Kramer's own world full of the freaks, geeks, and outcasts, I guess you could say. Or I don't even want to call them that, because that seems a bit too limiting to the kind of people that Kramer knows. But just very wacky, very funny. Again, I think when they were at the healer's place, we get another one of Jerry's kind of inner thoughts and what's going on. So, and I always find Jerry's inner thoughts are the moments I've seen them so far. They're very funny, one-offs, I guess. I know, what did the healer said? This is something, but this is not. Oh wait, he's the mouth is the bridge to the lungs, and the lungs is the bridge, and this is what's wrong with you. And then Jerry's and I play a doctor in real life, in his head, and it's just very funny. The healer himself was very, very wacky, very funny, because he had George holding a pyramid above him, and they had him drink whatever that stuff was that made his skin purple. And even better was not even better, pretty up there was just the poor luck these guys get, because they're riding in the ambulance and the ambulance drivers are having a fight, and they actually get out and fight. And one of the ambulance drivers just leaves the other one knocked out, I guess, and they get in a car crash in the ambulance. Who calls the ambulance for the ambulance drivers? I'm sorry. But just a really wacky episode, very fun episode. It's just very enjoyable. So yeah, that's my opinion.